First contact from tuyz, throwing up paranoia, keeping players at bay from Sentinels. Finally a first contact, but the heavy damage goes on to johnqt. Sentinels yet still want to move forward in this pistol, and Loud decide to pull back. More smoke happening on left side lane, clearing out towards the left side. That should probably get QCK right now. As the one-way smoke comes up, Sentinels tries to execute in and actually does hit QCK towards the back of the site. There's the first blood, drawn by the Sentinels. A second as well by Zekken. And Loud is falling down on this pistol with the spike down on the east side for Sentinels.
Fantastic job at not allowing Loud to get into a positioning, as we kind of saw on Ascent. They can't get this utility, these flashes in order, that Sova dart in place, and Sentinels bite back before the retake even really happens there. Less now, a few final kills on the exit to hopefully collect some money for the squad in a different buy next round. But we'll see, a lot of teams have been full classic saving out of Loud. They're gonna stay back and play a very passive game.
Except for that player.
Except for that.
tuyz gets dropped instantly. Sentinels, once again, in a power play. johnqt still lurking around towards this B side, trying to see if he can hear rotate out of market. But for Sentinels, it's still an information game. For Loud, it's the aggression. We talked about the extremities, but this time it's towards the B lane. There's the contact on a few, finally gets traded out. But we're even up on a 3-3 with Zekken heavily damaged. And that lurk, though, for johnqt, it's now open. It's up to Sentinels to try to figure a way back towards the B site to meet up against the IGL.
Going the long way around. Wouldn't be able to clear mid and do not know what breadcrumbs are left there from the cauanzin push.
Getting hurt.
Yeah, they're right. QCK is able to catch this audio and will take a shot.
An easy one. Crosshair placement. Zekken low on HP. Actually dodges away from the flash and made it through. Getting a plant right now for Sentinels would be pretty decent for this bonus round that they have. johnqt watching Zekken's back as the plant comes down. Snake bite just dropping down inches away at Zekken's feet. And allows both players now to group together towards the back of the site. They see the recon darts or rotate a flank from saadhak towards the B main. QCK, no more flashes, has to move together. They have to play the fundamentals now for Loud. To blaze wall first, that's another snake bite, forcing johnqt out of position. A 1-for-1, solo second.
They have two variations they can use, whether it is TenZ on the Omen, where they play a game that's centered around this crowding up, getting into the site together and just swarming.
Saw the top of the head of saadhak and falls. At least for Loud, they have this running back with QCK. Hoping that saadhak was still alive to help with the recon dart, but it's going to make it a little bit more difficult for Loud to retake the site. johnqt already setting up the camera, so that's going to be the first contact. The rest of the team holding back towards B main, looking to just spam. If Loud make it through the first line of contact. johnqt flash, beautiful by Zellsis. It allows for him to get the kill onto less. But there's QCK, upgrading weapon, mosh pin onto the ground, the lays coming out from Sentinels. That clock is ticking down here. Pain gels on top of that. Nice shot though from QCK as they're leading forward. Boombot to get more scans.
Showed us just as much this season. Coming into round 5, this Tiles push is Loud's again, but TenZ answers.
2 right away. But tuyz did get a timing. He made it through. That's going to catch johnqt. That's allowing to even up the tally. And for the mid-rounding to start a little bit earlier. Less even once more. No pun intended. As we have a fight now towards the A main side, instantly leaving Sacy alone.
And they may even taster's choice this. And by that, I mean, who's going to kill Sacy? Do you get an ult on saadhak? Do you get an ult on less? Is it different? Do you let him get it down and get the ults that way? Loud's going to be able to circulate these ults in the next few rounds. Sacy gets the plant, and beautiful that he can work off of it with Wingman here. Thrash is available. If this goes down, Sacy may go all out.
That would be such a gamble, but look at him.
It would be.
He's going to hear all of these rotates, so he's trying to get an angle. He's trying to get a surprise attack. Here's our first jump spot. Here's 2 crossing over. The third one already made it through, so Sacy now has a timing. Behind the 3 players allowed rotating across. There's a snake bite towards main. Now it's being watched. There's 1-2, and he will have all the kit left now on his Gecko kit. The mosh pit going down, forced to halfway, out of position now. Les falls away. There's that Thrash coming out too from the front of the pillar, and Les even has to pull back towards the market. It does not hit him though, but that clock is ticking down. Sacy's getting headed across, runs away for the time, gets it done, and Sacy wins a 3-on-1 against Loud. On the first one already, the IGL's backing up, trying to get the Hunter's Fury out, and there it is. It does get a ping on a few. And with flashes coming across, it does get contact for pings, but Zekken towards the map, while the rest are pushing double towards A long. Zellsis is currently waiting. He lost his teammate in the process, but he gets the dink and the kill onto tuyz. The flash turns away from it and does not connect on the second one. Cauanzin walks out of that fight, limping away, but still has that support from saadhak. 3-on-3 now in the mid-round.
Finding fights around the map. Loud trying to pick apart at Sentinels team before they hit these sites. Finally, we just talked about it. They couldn't find any ground before. It'd always be quickly traded back. Now the 3v3 stands.
Les gets traded out.
Yep.
In these moments during this kickoff, he's been so good in these anchored positions to drop 2 and 3. Has been a superstar player, but now Sentinels coming out into this game. The basics, the fundamentals are looking very good. They get a plant and already coming out, looking around, a TP. Moving forward, it looks like TenZ is looking for a fight. He gets punished right away by saadhak as the Rolling Thunder comes out. Now even the Pinks comes out. Less in the back of the site. tuyz on the A site. It looks like Sentinels want to activate right away. They'll come in out from Zellsis. Second, satchel to Pross. Contact on players from Loud in the back of Boba. As the plant comes in for Sentinels, it's time for them to play the pulse plant once again. But this time around, nobody holding yet towards the back of the B main. It's a paranoia to push through, and you hear that run it back. It should come across. The save comes out from Les, as it allows QCK to stay alive. A whole roster of Loud against 3 left of Sentinels. Paranoia being thrown on defense. There's that judge. More utility flooding towards the front. But Zellsis and TenZ are holding back their ground for now. Beautiful flash out from QCK though. As now the tap on the spike, trying to draw out the opponents. The first smoke comes out on the defense. The other one goes out towards the spawn on the attack. Now you're not allowing here tuyz to get the high stack and a spray.
There they go.
With his Vandal, which allows here a wingman to get a very late plant towards A.
How far do they push forward? Little hide here from zekken right under the trash can. johnqt is going to be flanking far, but it's watched by saadhak. What's the timing here? Loud comes through spawn.
Threw a whole flash towards the air just to try to slow it down for a bit. They're just trying to take down saadhak first to push towards that spawn. It works out. Another one fell within the site for Loud. But Loud have regained control of that B site. The tap to flush out Sentinels once again. Double back towards the default box as Les lines up 2 kills somehow. And the spray comes back here through the cages, but it's going to be difficult right now. Sacy does get the pick. The last one still sticks to the fuse. Woo! Not planted for them to be
on Loud's face during the timeout. It's still an any game, and we saw Loud use the ultimates to make that come true. 4 to 5 now. 3 quick defuses on the post plant here. 10. Uh-oh, Thrash right off the rip. How does Loud respond to instant aggression?
Tried to get a camera pivot towards the mid, and Zellsis already fell. Now just spraying across here, and gets a lucky kill onto a second when that second that falls. They still get a plant now. Hunter's Fury coming out from the defense. A ping does get the hit onto johnqt from QCK. As here's a shot from behind, a lurk once again. Sacy gets it done. TenZ under heavy pressure, alone towards the back of the site. Thrash being picked up, the TP away from one, sees the second one, and it does get the hit here. That's going to delay even more. saadhak is detained. tuyz had to TP away, and now as they finally regroup, they don't have too much utility but these smokes. TenZ is already pushing towards that spike. A beautiful Dizzy allowing TenZ to get that pick. Up to saadhak alone. Both of his teammates, even all 3 before, but let's hold that thought. Shows
And right there, I hope I have enough time to say this. Never mind.
Not at all. Paranoia going back and forth just to try to delay towards the market, but still allowing Sentinels to gain space. And a plant attempt. As we went for attack first, and lost players towards the market side. Sacy's still alive at that spot, though. You try to hold it back. Plant finally successful for the Sentinels. Smoke to help Sacy a little bit towards the market. Loud just waiting here for that fight coming out from QCK. It's slow, but it's coming as a Dizzy comes up just to try to delay towards the back of the site even more. Finally, that contact. As you mentioned, zekken sees him. Flash is coming out. There's that execution out for Sentinels. Back and forth, but still the advantage for the attack side. As they know, it was that flanker. QCK with no utility after he uses his wall. Contact out to Sacy, allowing here zekken just to wait for the tap. Pain shells to keep him at bay. That will definitely play from all these players that has been looking so good in this first half. And speaking of information to react right away, a knife went out towards the A side, pinging a few here, thrown by Zellsis, and Sentinels knows his hits coming towards the A side, and they're ready for this signature retake playstyle on the A side. Loud still deciding to work towards A though, so they might have something back in return.
Right there.
What are we working with? There are some ghosts, so a little bit of a drop on util there. Classics will be able to come in full utility-wise. And the early delay. Early fakes with a bit of utility here. I wonder if that's going to allow Sen in a bit more, but this is louder hunger down here. This is going to be hard to get them out.
Paranoia and Dizzy, that's going to hit QCK, runs inside the smoke. The boom body even spots him and blows him away.
Smokes
a
are
flash
good.
towards the back. Cauanzin's fully blinded, but he's okay to stay behind the smoke. A tap onto the spike, a fault line coming out, a spray through the smoke, a spray and praying for Loud to hopefully get this pistol on their side.
They got to start it
now.
now.
Even halfway, the wingman already got blocked. But there's no time left. There's no time left. Tuyz comes in for the right clicks.
Looks like up and over flash by Dizzy. No, I don't think they've thrown anything yet.
Heard a flash coming out from Zellsis just to delay a bit, though. Big paranoia.
Fast again.
Yeah, Boombud, Zekken satchels away. TenZ trying to swing back out just to try to catch QCK off guard. A knife is going to delay that utility that would allow for Loud to gain that momentum, gain that space that it gained towards the elbow. As Sentinels wants to fight back. The aggression comes through. QCK still on the top. A stinger close range. A second throw to Zellsis for the classic. Hot hands on the ground. Finally
To make Sentinels worry. Thrash comes flying out from Sacy to check mid control. Grabs one market, and here it comes.
Satchel in. QCK still alive. Coming back, but his teammates detained. Cannot really help yet. Mosh pit comes down. The timing of that one. Zellsis gets the headshot. TenZ ready for a paranoia. Let's it rip. But the rest of Loud made it through towards the B site nonetheless. They gave up on that control towards the market. The plant coming down here for cauanzin. Hit by flashes all over for Loud. As Sentinels are still held back on the outside by middle and B main.
Huge.
There's that fight. The cutter. Oh my God! It's TenZ all around. Leaving out less alone on the 1 versus 4. Positioned now towards the spike. As at least the Thrash does not spot him. Now
Get cauanzin in there because the fault lines from that side just seem so much more effective.
Even
to
a
the
rolling
entry, the rolling thunder, yeah, to boot. Right, so having cauanzin in this elbow has been a priority for Loud. They set it up again,
30 seconds
and it's going to be the 5v5. A good lurk here, however, from tuyz could just separate Sentinel's rotation.
feels like Loud seeing here that Sentinels like to play the retake, to just contacting the site, allowing this utility to delay even more.
There it is.
And as he throws out the rolling thunder off the knife, QCK is pushing forward. Just around the corner though, Zellsis pulls out the null command. Zekken holding all the way back towards that Boba side, where we have a late lurk from tuyz still waiting for that opportunity to strike back behind them. But Sentinels are now running very quickly towards the A site. Showstopper to open it up. It's Planet once again for the elbow spam. Wingmen on the ground. Cauanzin trying to delay as he runs forward with utility. Gets denied. A saadhak though on the other side. There's that backstab. tuyz trying to go for the hero play. There's that first kill. It's tapped at half. There's no time. TenZ gets the kill. Swing after a quad swing coming out, and that's just being held back. Even paranoia to try to move forward. Cauanzin's all the way back towards middle. Instead, a spray through the blaze wall. Never mind, it's a double pump. Because of the position
All the
we
way
have in
back.
tuyz all the way towards the B main.
Okay, so I feel like we have been missing this from Loud in these few rounds. The past rounds, it would be that they tempted B main, they were a little bit in mid, right? QCK would flash, and then everybody just reset to a default spot to hit A.
30 seconds
Loud
left.
have not been leaving breadcrumbs around the map to be able to make audio calls on a rotation or be able to make that re-rotate. And now we're seeing that come into play, those audibles we know saadhak for in the middle to late round.
Zellsis thought he snuck through, but QCK was still holding towards the billboard of the B main. A knife being thrown that would have been huge towards that B main site where they don't have the fault line aftershock to work with, or snake bites, as a matter of fact. Even QCK's re-flanking towards the mid side. But Sentinel's already pushing forward. Spraying through the attacker smoke. Snake bite on the ground. There's that backstab. Too good for QCK. This could be basic things too, from Sentinels holding towards the back of the side with John's cutie set up on the A, just to maybe try to break a wingman with his trips inside the A site. Run it back here, utilized by QCK just to clear out the space towards the dumpster. The plant still comes down. A lucky kill up to cauanzin. Throws up the half, but the plant still went down for Loud.
That's huge. cauanzin's the one they want, an elbow. For him to go down, this means that Sen can get back in.
Right now, the goal is to protect saadhak so that he could use his Hunter's Fury. There is that tap, uses it out right away. And now right after, it's going to be for Loud to fight back inside the smoke. Flashes are coming through. Nades are coming across towards the smokes as TenZ is holding off angle. A curveball turn. A nice kill from TenZ. Snake bites underground as well. Wingman comes up trying to get it down. It's at least at halfway. He's trying to stick it fully for Wingman, but gets denied. It's up to a 2 versus 1. A push forward from Bless once again. Denied! Off the pit, using his owl drone to sell that fake with this. As we got the backstab over QCK. It's perfect. But finally, John comes out of the camera to trade that out. They get information on that Sentinel player towards the back of the site. And they try to execute now for Sentinels. A tap to allow cauanzin to swing out instant
30
headshot.
seconds left.
Still not deciding to go for the plan for less. They want to use it for cauanzin. It's been the name of the game so far on how they're forming the arbs in the plant. Sentinels now trying to go for a 3-player retake at a disadvantage. Look how far back here saadhak is. Still waiting to see somebody's going to flank across. Delays being thrown early for Loud. A flash towards the market. First contact is less. cauanzin avoided the mosh pit. Now swings out, hit by at least the fragment. Plant denied. A push forward from tuyz. Zellsis is alone.
Come up with when plant. If they can keep cauanzin, then it can elbow without some johnqt spam.
Easy one there for Zellsis.
Ooh, they lost the breadcrumb. That's what they were leaving this time. saadhak goes down.
And they have to make noise now. This is all going to be heard by TenZ, but TenZ only has a sheriff in the back of the A site. Sacy with a pistol himself, so this is a very weak A site hold. A flank coming behind here, a flash. TenZ is fully blinded. The lurk comes up from the side from less. Yeah, Sacy gets the headshot. And it's a ding from less. 3 players remaining from Sentinels coming back once again from the A link. tuyz now takes control towards the back of the default. Gets 1 for his troubles back there. 2 versus 2. A pit out, a rolling thunder. Giving a lot of chances for Loud here on the pulse plant. Camera coming out, forcing now Sentinels to go inside the pit to fight back. Zellsis is low on HP, upgraded into a rifle. They actually have 2 rifles to work with. There's that first deniability to run across. Zellsis does get the pick though. And Les has 1 more stink bite.
And they have to go
whiffing by him. The tap on his spike. The kill from Zellsis. The defuse.
Yada, we get to see it all in play right now. Oh, QCK straight up to vent to start.
They are quick. Again, no pun intended. Damn it.
You're trying.
Trying to take control now towards the A tower, and it's a late split for Loud as well. You see both Les and cauanzin holding passively towards the A main. See no pressure. They can once again take control of A heaven, and then maintaining A heaven control has been the name of the game on this very map in this meta. Still a player holding towards the back of the site though. Zellsis is hiding behind the map through 2 cages, through an orb. A snake bite gives his position away, trying to look for a trap through this trip. But it's cauanzin that breaks it, runs through, and scores first. A 1-for-1 though as TenZ is low on HP. Spike finally going down as Sacy is on that flank on the A main. Les has fallen, so the control on the A heaven is going to be a little bit more difficult, especially when tuyz falls. Giving an opportunity for Sentinels to bombard utility. Nades and a flash. Trades off towards the back. Fault lines. Still have a gun round now. 3rd round on the board for split, but TenZ long range.
The aim punch and finish it, as it were. Paranoia still there if they want to play the retake more so. And they are going to find A being a little troublesome here as Loud takes the site.
He misses snake bite, so Sacy has to fight alone. Finally, Zellsis swings out. Doesn't care about being vulnerable. It's a 1-for-1, but the advantage is still for Sentinels. Les and tuyz, they've done this before at a disadvantage. The first one to fall is Sacy. Almost gets that tap in, 1 HP. Pain shells once again, is it a touchdown? But TenZ doesn't care.
Could get a kill here onto Zellsis.
Or the drops and Zellsis goes back up. There's a smoke for him to hide behind the Viper wall. Makes it out of safety, so the timing's out, but at least a stinger through 2 smokes puts Zellsis down.
That's crazy, Vance. Sentinels. Oh, nice shot into TenZ.
Yeah, that's crazy. Sentinels are losing players with a buy here. From Loud, a lower buy that they have. Finally, the anchor towards the back of the site. Swings for 2. saadhak looking to trade it out. QCK was there.
2v3.
Looking for a timing. Made it through, but QCK falls a 2v2. 40 seconds left on the clock. Spike is still up, so they actually managed to take it back and move forward. But johnqt's
Sacy is not giving it. Here we go for the Rolling Thunder into the site. It's going to still be the retake from Senz.
The flash in the Seekers does not allow to get QCK's kill on Sacy, but swings out still for that one. Zekken on the top of the heaven side to drop 2 of his own. Spike let it get picked up once again. Nice shot by Les. A second one of the Zekken, turning it around back in favor of Loud. It's only Zellsis by himself. First contact against QCK. And there's that second swing from... 3 players are looking back. They knew the orb was coming down. Saadhak finally spotted, and he's in heavy trouble.
Yeah.
Easy pickings here for Zekken as johnqt is anchoring towards the back of the site. Cage coming out, trying to get the hat out.
One enemy remaining.
That one from Loud really well absorbed. Understanding that last pack's up here, that was facilitated by cauanzin's breach fault line.
Staying alert, staying safe, and
that's
this
what they
time to
need.
swing towards heaven. Even though you had the same type of conditioning that it's Zekken out there outside that window of the A side. This time it was TenZ trying to hold it out, but you saw the crosshair placement from Loud side. Instant entry and advantage for the attack.
Slow play, denial, delay right now coming in. Just so Loud can't complete the strategy they want, but they're also happy to see some of this util from Sentinels, lessening the power that they're going to have to deal with as they enter A site. It looks like it might be a commit to B. Oh, no, okay, we see cauanzin start trolling down the sewers and the rotation back over.
Yeah, they're definitely gambling this rotate back towards that B side. Seekers coming out just to keep those players anchored inside B. That's going to make it difficult for Zellsis. Couldn't find any surprise kills. No trap coming across on this B side hold. I was going to say potentially they're going to try to save their weapons here, but look at that instant rotate back from Sentinels. 27 seconds left. And Zellsis is trying to find a timing.
This is it. They crowd together. All the power in one spot from screens.
They still have a dog and a flash, so that's going to help them get information. An already preemptive utility used by Loud for the pulse plant. There's a Yacht shot coming through, forcing a dog to fall back. Yep. There's that flash to swing out, and QCK gets the first pick.
There. Loud can do that.
And Male has a lot of utility, looking to get that showstopper out for control. Denied right away. Somehow gets 2.
What? It was like
Zekken
from the grave.
Is insane.
What?
One straight bullet probably before he fell down.
Seriously, yeah.
Boom, that's 2 down and already the pit out on the defense. Although Loud is still trying to commit into this. Spike is still up on the back of Saadhak. Zellsis holding behind here, the double box. Trying to wrap around, waiting for the tap of the Spike. 3 players just trying to clear out the pit, and it never checked that corner. So everybody's dwindling down on HP.
Left.
Now the plant comes down. Zellsis still holds it, giving a chance here for Sentinels to rotate across. Even the hat comes out. There's that kill from Zellsis. They spot the last 2 players. The lurk is not even going to work. Last one now pinged out. 2 E's on the top of B heaven. The flash to swing. The defuse is started.
Sight. And maybe even try to flex with it to put it down first.
And that's rare too. Usually it's used on the...
If they make any noise on ramp, he'll know.
There you go. Allows TenZ to inch out a little bit more. Get that pick. Zekken to join him towards the back of the site. There's a second shot. And he's been good in this position as well. Paranoid on both ends, not allowing to push forward. A TP backwards as well. But then finally, QCK and Les comes in. They traded out 2 versus 2. Zellsis too far to throw the snake bites down to deny the plant. johnqt to meet up with him as Les gets the ult out to control the elbow and both moving towards the screen.
That's a wild amount of ultimate right there. Pushed out a bit because of the column, giving him much more room to play with here. What do they have? 2. They could Viper Bite elbow and try to make their way in, watching just the entrance to site from the top side here.
But that boom bot gives a clue here. Oh, that players are coming across the wall bang after. But the second one is nowhere to be found. Just sticking the spike right now, and Zellsis will get.
That's for sure.
I feel that there's a moment of pressure there for Loud 2 on that 2v2.
Ouch.
Well, ouch. So it's a beautiful fall. And Zellsis once again using incredible that the fault line is cosmetics. QCK falls for this heavy pressure that Loud is trying to get towards middle. Sentinels are crunching back in, looking to fight back. Saadhak is stuck behind the box. The satchel's coming out. Zellsis with a jump kill. Doesn't care. Twerks away. It was a 2v2 where they boombot out.
Or 3 if Sen can grab pistol the second half. Are you gonna explode?
Exactly, a rare full-out explosion towards the B side.
Yeah.
Sentinels just holding back, using the camera, looking to pressure up and trap towards the male instead. Plant coming down for B main. Seeker's out as well. Instant retake attempt. QCK surprises one, but second comes out with a showstopper. Following the Seekers gets denied. Les is out towards the pillar, gets a pick. Look at that TP for the flank from tuyz as well. Things are looking good here for Loud on the post plant. A high-low stack now towards the dumpster. Paranoia and Flash coming through. The high-low is good for that first pick. TenZ looking to trade it back. Looking left and right through the Viper Ward to get the pick. But johnqt now in a clutch situation. Remember that TP I talked about before? Not
good rotation from Loud.
Reload, yeah. The dog finds information towards B main, but there's a beautiful flash for a double swing. And it looked beautiful as a rotate for Loud. They were looking for the pressure towards middle as well. And we mentioned 2 lurkers on Sentinel's side. johnqt punishing that push from Loud. Already a 5 on 3. As the Satchels comes in and will have a secured plant for Sentinels in the second pistol of split.
Ooh, tough entry there. You'll get saadhak back over. No utility to get back in this one, so it's just going to be the 3 members to help with a fault line.
Yeah.
5 of Sentinels. So a quick take by Sen with a little bit of pressure around the map, knowing what rotations might be coming through and just playing this wall a little bit.
And that small pressure that you mentioned towards that B side kept saadhak the whole round pretty much. It's a great point. Took a couple of seconds before he actually rotated back with the rest of the team to move in this A side for the attempt at the retake that will get fully denied.
So always doing that. Here he goes.
No satchels behind the flash though. Zekken couldn't get that kill, but there's that saadhak judge. Avoids it, but you saw the stun turning back, so it was a fake to turn around and actually stun him to get the kill. Beautifully done by Sentinels. tuyz now out in the open. Zekken is the one satching across with his own judge. Opening up the B site, a plant for main. TenZ on the boxes, looking towards the spawn. There's only less so far. As his other teammates, it feels like they're leaving him for dead. They were still holding towards middle and A main. He's moving forward with his teammates. Putting the camera up, spawning that raise, and there's that pinch from the other side too. Towards the ropes. 1 to 4.
Seekers are out, and they're going to start moving
30 seconds left.
There it is. Oh, absolutely ridiculous. Beautiful. They're so far behind enemy lines, Loud doesn't even know.
Just because of that pick that allows that pick to happen for Zekken as one was falling back. Now players are falling down towards the A side. cauanzin alone. Guardian cannot hold the doors.
10 seconds
There's
left.
only one left, tuyz. B site, Guardian as well. No flash as we mentioned. Sentinels a full roster on the post plant. It's looking like a done deal. He's even walking the whole time. They've respected Sentinel so much on these lurks, off these post plants. Just probably look to pad some stats up here. There's that first one. TenZ low HP. And there's that swing out. Finally getting that last. It's not only Sheriffs, but also a lot of ghosts now. Basically, it's going to become a brawl.
Oh, he stays.
Fundamentals and trades, staying over. All of them are blinded! TenZ with 3 kills in the round! Last one to go, finally denied by tuyz, but he's all alone. It's gonna be a force to be reckoned with right now.
They're gonna hit towards A, so they try to draw attention, and QCK is gonna pick another one up as Zekken answers back.
Yeah, but then we have that ADS from cauanzin picking up the bulldog that was left behind. Zekken falls. So the outlaw will not be able to get picked up yet to allow these pawn shots to happen. You definitely do see Loud here, one shot having anything here with the outlaw, or also just spamming with these rifles, the submachine guns, the Spectre to get the kill. But after that first initial push coming out from johnqt, Loud seems to be in a very good position to hold this pulse plant.
Slow push in, back control the site. They just trade whatever they're defending right now, so Loud can fire all the way in. Okay,
that's a nice shot. johnqt pushing forward to 2 versus 1. It's up to tuyz alone once again, and that wall's gonna be an annoying to deal with. He gets the first kill. Zellsis is
5-0 before Loud answered back. Not this time.
Instantly stop and try to re-hit right after. Getting the timing out for the defensive side. Alan Drone gets denied. Not too much information, but at least a Reckoning comes out to clear out the site. There's still players outside the perimeter, though, of this Reckoning on Sentinel's side. KO ult that we talked about before. TenZ has now activated it. Flash being thrown. TenZ falls down, becomes a camera, allowing johnqt to get these 2 picks. Now off the post plant. There's a super late lurk right now from Les. 2 snake bites available. Wall is still up. Cascade now being thrown
Nullifying
forward.
the up.
Exactly. Nullifying that, but also allowing here TenZ to come back up. There is that res, 1 flash that could be huge right now to use for both of these defenders. Dizzy comes out, TenZ gets ready to move forward. johnqt gets the pick off the tuyz. The push for that flash allows Zellsis to get the pick. Les becomes the last player standing. Push very aggressively behind the cascade and trying to clear out the A site once again. This KO from TenZ continues to nullify the utility that cauanzin's trying to bring, allowing zekken to be posted up and get the first blood against QCK.
They couldn't clear A site fully of the Opper. The cascade forwards just waited out by zekken, and then they fire back. cauanzin able to trade now onto TenZ.
Oh, utility! The launch goes on the ground, bounces off Les's head. Who turns around and says, wait a minute, with another kill there. Onto johnqt, even a third to dash away. The quad denied by zekken, but it seems as though we're trying to go for the quick yellow control. johnqt just waiting. Posted up are 2 of his teammates around the corner, also watching flank under the tube.
Viper's pit up.
As they pick up the orb. So they have it available for Les. There's a swing on both ends. Nano Swarm to delay saadhak from pushing forward and trying to get this plant down. Underhand flash, a swing out of that one. Blinds 2, TenZ picks up the kill. Plant then comes down instantly though. Zellsis gets the kill onto saadhak. A 2 versus 4, disadvantage for Loud. Those 2 ultimates are still available, and we might try to delay as much as they can for cauanzin's Hunted Security to do some damage. As that's 1 slight mistake there, Les is able to punish it, and that pit could be very detrimental for the retake of Sentinels. Snakebite on the ground. Wingman's trying to defuse it so far. Les falls. Going back and forth. It seems like deja vu in round number 7. Will they be ready for zekken posted at the same spot, looking towards the pipes? And yes, they are, because looks like Lao was trying to move down towards 410 instead. Sacy ready to greet them, though. Pushing forward, saadhak gets that pick onto zekken to trade it off. Les with the lurk that they mentioned on the desk, but he gets spotted by the turret, and Zellsis is going to be on a 1v1 in that section. Meanwhile, though, able to get the lockdown up on the attack, which will potentially allow Loud to move in and get a plant.
Thrash already used on this. Great job by Loud to avoid that and be able to kind of skirt around that ultimate of Sacy. Here now, Sentinels with the retake. Loud, they are ready.
The knife is in the back of the site, does not spot anybody, so Sentinels could start working forward up the site. A trade-off that happens, back and forth. tuyz again in a clutch situation against johnqt and TenZ. Tap on the spike, it's not really for him.
No.
So he has to lurk up, and that high tide is going to be annoying to deal with, but it was a tap. TenZ gets the pick, the run across, and John...
You put him in, you see him coming out on top.
Coming up towards middle here to allow for them to cross. Meanwhile, the same good old thing, this time not being saadhak, because it's cauanzin on this Sova, using the Owl Drone to bait out the players of Sentinels out towards this B sign, and to walk slowly towards A.
Full retake setup now for that side. All Loud has to deal with is the ultimate, or sorry, utility from Zellsis, and that's just delay denial. Probably won't come up with too much. They'll be able to wait this out, and the Reckoning lets them know this space is free. QCK and goes even further.
Got a Hunter's Fury if they want to use it here, unless QCK could do something. Actually, he's so out of position, cauanzin. Not going to be able to use it. So he's going to be in a one and done for QCK. Gets a pick at least before he gets traded out by zekken. A 4 versus 4, trying to use the Hunter's Fury for the pulse plant instead. zekken gets the pick up to QCK as Nanostorms are now trying to delay here on the attack side. There's that recon dart coming through. cauanzin rips out the Hunter's Fury, but nobody's on the spike so far. Just a tap to actually bait out the ult. Here it comes, the wingmen to come out to start the defuse. Sentinels are fighting forward in front of their wall, but the shock darts are coming out, denies the wingmen defuse.
Guard the wingman!
Couple of kills coming across though. cauanzin and Les are holding the ground. Snakebite on the ground, and there's no time left. Sacy on a 1 versus 2, hoping to make it expensive at least on the exit.
Actually coming up huge to cause the vulnerable there.
But it's a clean slate in round number 9. 4-4 our scoreline. saadhak trying to push forward. Off. And the orb coming down on the defense. TenZ only has a Sheriff alone. Underhand flash information. But cauanzin, they were ready for that this time around. cauanzin and Les. All comes out. Denial. Attempt of a plant. But saadhak still is able to put it down.
Wow. Loudest thing so much farther forward. Staying 2 yellow, still pushing out from long. Nice util kill. Zellsis is just dancing and dodging in there. Nice kill by cauanzin.
Who gets a third in the round. Even saadhak, I mean, the trades are
Pushing in with free space being
Lormer by
and a
pushing
push mid.
Exactly, looking for aggression. Staying outside of the range of the Dizzy. Something that also EG struggled with, taking control of green. Nonetheless, Loud scores first. Advantage as Zellsis is under heavy pressure, forced to fall back in the back of the site. MAÇ moving forward to the lane as Sacy gets two. Looks back at the top of the floor 10 as tuyz takes him down though. Still the advantage comes out. The orb for a plant on the top of the A tower coming out from Loud. Null command available for TenZ if they want to try to retake this one. But it comes down to if they could get these picks.
Again, Reckoning held and ready.
Blade Storm available. Bumping into each other, getting concussed by the Reckoning. A ping coming out on the Fury.
They go for him.
Zekken's able to dodge it though, so that does no damage at all. Zekken dashing forward, looking to reposition on the top of the A tower. QCK with the opener. There's that pick, but instantly traded out. saadhak's on the top, and they tried to do the null command on the Sentinel side. But as they were doing a lot of noise for Loud, they stayed back towards the site and just picked out Sentinels on the retake, trying to be a little bit more proactive and aggressive against Loud's take.
Last with one. johnqt here to try and clean up 3. It's going to be tough. I love the choice. These final shots
come from Loud to take control of yellow, as you mentioned here, Riv. At the same time, important to keep Sacy alive because he has a thrash to work with. There's the commitment now for Loud for the first initial hit. But they haven't really crossed the line to try to tap a spike. They're trying to waste that utility out first.
I'm gonna stick this. They're using a different wall now for Harbor. They're not allowing those sections to be created as much as Sentinels retake. This wall is covering mid and snowman entrance now. Straight across instead of diagonally. Cascade goes forward. They should be able to gain position, get that default plant in, and this is going to be hard to uproot Loud with 5 alive. But here comes Thrash to try.
Thrash and giving time for TenZ even to rotate across, and QCK still get the pick though onto Zellsis as we got one. Looks like he was detained towards the back of yellow. I think that was going to be less here. But an off shot missed here by Zekken. QCK answering back on the TenZ. Looking good for Loud on the post plant. You needed TenZ to come across with these flashes to help, but instead it's Loud winning this post plant, pushing forward with a potential post plant situation.
Yeah, it does. You see the armor and the 2 mollies on Zellsis. That makes me think Zellsis wants to be the last alive with a bit of protection and that molly post plant. Let's see what Sentinels tries to do. Loud with great util dump into the side. Just got it. And denies Sentinels.
And also denied the 2 nanoswarms that was going for that plant. So that's going to be even more difficult for Sentinels to play that pulse plant. Staying anchored up. That's the name of the game. That's what they have to do when they can't. Until Zekken finally pops the first one against Loud. cauanzin gets the flick onto TenZ. Zekken is now alone. The double swing high. After the KO knife gets shot out. Double flash clearing out the back of the site once again. Just trying to bait out utility. Wingman, though, looking for the set of the plant for the A tower, so changing things around. Just parkouring across the A site. Plant now comes down. Aljon only spots Zekken, but already Loud has funneled back and pushed towards the back of the A site. Sacy scores first, long range with the stinger. And definitely fighting forward alarm bot to also ring the bell, allowing here Sentinels to try to fight back on the left side of 410. But Les is able to even up the tally. This stinger buy from Sentinels. They're trying to keep the weapons and the engagement close. Nanoswarm getting the pick onto QCK. A 3 versus 3 as the time is in favor of Sentinels so far. The high tide coming up. TenZ with the long range stinger once again. And they deny the opportunity of Loud of building up ultimates here.
Been a while since we've seen this little box shot. The back of Snowman you can hit on top of green. And now they're waiting. For QCK, it did look like that dash went across. I think he's got the call. Zekken saw that little hair bun fly through. And now they wait. And they call such a good wait. The patience of Sentinels causes Loud to go for the full rotation, expecting an A hit. A free sight here. And it's going to be the call from saadhak that they need to come back. What a deep plan. Yeah, they're still going.
They want to definitely try to start working and fighting towards the spawn. You see that set up from TenZ, but this time he doesn't have a flash to work with. So it's really going to be Zekken trying to catch one early, sees that there's no early pressure coming out. Here's the Aljon, falls back in the sight instead. So an opportunity now for Loud to rescale for the retake in the B site. Zekken behind the cascade, a 1-for-1 though. One coming through, blocking vision on the left side of yellow. 3 players posted up there for Sentinels on that post plan as well. So you hear the utility coming out for the retempa take. Zellsis on the top of green. Look at all that.
Pace they move, they feel comfortable just going forward, knowing the back won't be timed. And yeah, they're gonna get into position really fast here. A Stinger, a Guardian, but the operator's there for QCK.
Did not expect Zekken to be on top of yellow. tuyz with the wide swing and gets picked off. QCK's too far behind. He's still anchoring towards the A side with that operator. There's a chance here for Sentinels to move up. Recon dart prepped up ready, but it's shock darts instead. Same plant position behind the wall, and there's no utility there to deny him. And as I say that, the shock darts came through.
A good way to recognize from last round to this round that Loud can stop that plant. That's the call from saadhak, saying they planted deep. The team saw it too. We can deny that the next time they do it.
They have to have the point timing here as that's a nice shot from QCK. Talk about Sentinels, the wall came up, they can pick it up and try to go for a plant, and meanwhile, a pushing forward coming out from Zellsis, who gets a pick onto saadhak on middle. QCK now, no targets available for a pick with the operator, especially when the wall comes up. Zellsis also lurking through towards that kitchen. Here's the shot from the operator. Here's the footsteps of cauanzin falling back towards orange. So the rest of Loud pressing forward towards yellow. A nice spam through the poison orb. QCK falls. Now a tap on that spike, baiting out the swings from the Sentinels, but no picks until Zellsis gets the lurk kill. One more to go. Just wants to deny visibility for Sentinels by breaking a turret early, so Sentinels pushing towards the A side instead.
Should be a wingman plan here. Trade back and forth. Nice shot by QCK.
Dash activated as well. Stinger upgrade. Back into the Sheriff. Snakebite pushing away. Reckoning instantly getting popped. As Sacy gets the plant from the wingman assist. Now there's that jump up. Sacy almost got that pick. Onto Les, jumping up towards the A tower, who does get a pick of his own with the Sheriff. We talk about the lower buy here. Loud has to make plays, and it's working out. 100 sphere out for cauanzin. No contact. Les with the wall bang onto Sacy as well. It's up to the IGL. johnqt spraying across left and right. Now Les is sticking on that plant. It's looking pretty good here to hold it in the end instead. So cycling the lockdown before the thrash to start things off. Les is just trying to get that timing.
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
He'll be fine back there to
run back in. Plant on the left side, though. Ooh. They do get the spray on it behind the cascade, so that's spiked down. Remember, the thrash is still available for Sacy. Zellsis getting some sprays. It's the battle inside that pit. Playing on the extremities of it, but with that spike being down out in the open, looks like we have to try to reset for Sentinels. It's a thrash to make some noise, allowing Zellsis once again to look for timing on that flank. Underhand flash being thrown, spike now being picked up as they pull back away from this, leaving Zekken on the top. But this whole time, as Zellsis is lurking towards middle, that op was always towards that B side. And if they don't use the right utility to try to clear it here,
30 seconds left.
QCK could have some easy picks.
The lurks, or the rotations have been so late for the last member of Loud. This time it's gonna pay off.
And that's well done here on the positioning from Loud. Because of that op being posted up on the B side, they could focus on the kitchen, on the rotate down at the underpass. Even the op gets the pick off the Sacy.
Time.
All of them falling down, 5 seconds left. Actually, there is time at this point when TenZ picks it up. So 2 versus 2, the shorty. TenZ still gets the kill. But Les now in a clutch situation. Information of where TenZ is at. The high towards the front. An aggressive push forward as Zekken almost got that punish onto tuyz. But there's the blades from out. The headshot up to Sacy. The spike is down. No command denies also his knives. Trying to run away towards yellow. Zekken pushes forward for the 2 kills. Opening up the B side for a bit. There's still 1 player left. It's saadhak with the Vandal. Pushing for it. Gets the kill up to Zekken, who was protecting the spike platter. As Les gets a nice shot. The rotate from behind, unfortunately there for cauanzin. Almost had the opportunity to get the pick. It's up to the Sheriff alone. Upgrading now to the Phantom. Nanosword now being used. Even the turret on the back, the orb comes down.
I think that was a miss. Zellsis walks up like that.
The swing for
a miss.
Does get the surprise kill onto cauanzin with the contact. Dizzy now being thrown towards the air. Flash moving forward, Zekken dashing up. And that lockdown comes out prematurely. The spray through the cascade. Second falls. The molly, though, is a little bit too far behind. I don't think it's going to break it. So that rotates the players back. Zellsis again trying to go for that lurk. But it gets stopped by QCK with the operator. It's a reset with only 24 seconds left. Sentinels have no choice but to commit towards the A site, but they still have a pit to work with.
They have to get in. They don't have wingman to plant here. It's going to take everybody being in sight to cover this. TenZ again taking that nest position.
johnqt, though, not looking to use his pit. There you go. Brings it out towards the screen.
Yeah,
breaking line of sight for the operator. Knife even thrown towards the screen. Spotting 3. High tide separating the A site, allowing Loud to try to swarm out with the 4 players they have remaining. They have a cove to work with for the defuse as well. tuyz is the one that's going to have to stay alive here to give chances for Loud to fight back this round 21. TenZ pushing forward within that pit. Still working on the other side. Or Loud outside the dice. Sacy gets the spray. TenZ inside.
One more.
The
2 more.
The trays come out. TenZ gets... Because the high tide didn't come early anymore. They just tried to really push forward for Sentinels, knowing that the harbor's so far away to try to assist and delay even more. Now it's time for Sentinels to activate their lockdown on this attack side to try to get the plant in. Pushing away Loud back towards the window. The timing of the flash misses, but it still allows for them to push forward. A wall comes up from tuyz, spurring through with the help of saadhak, dropping TenZ. Pulse plant now still activated, though, as the plant comes down for Sentinels. In a defuse attempt for Loud. A tap on the spike first, a swing out towards the yellow. It's a 1-for-1. QCK with a headshot at the Sacy. Snakebite on the ground. johnqt trying to stay alive. Pushed away as well by the enemy snakebite. Cloudburst up, jump towards the air. Beautifully done here. Living johnqt with 2 kills. The high tide now being thrown from the generator. And already crosshairs are set towards that right side. Now Orb finally picked up, trying to use that thrash to create that space, but a right hit comes out. The audio cues allows Loud to spam through that wall and get 2 picks. And it's the same story once again. Trying to rotate out, and where they're rotating to, an op on the B side. Beautiful hold to start things off for Loud.
He's got cement boots over here. He just does not leave the site. saadhak finds him on the rotation.
With Spike down, 13 seconds left.
Time out here so Kaplan can get in the ear of the players. Chat with Zellsis and johnqt, figure out what's happening.
QCK has the angle. Flash does not affect him. He's just waiting. The thrash, I don't think he even got the information. Oh, what? Almost felt like that was on him.
Yeah, just pulled away from the flick.
But TenZ picks up the ult orb and also has null command in the ready. Trying to delay even more. A high tide comes out all the way back from kitchen. That's tuyz slowing down any type of push that Sentinel's trying to take towards green after getting that ult, anticipating a null command hit.
Zellsis gonna start doing a little roaming towards belt as they keep an eye on mid. Great choice by Loud in how they've rotated this coverage to lean over towards the B site. And yeah, seeing Sacy, you're probably like, okay, wingman spike, we got it. Perfect. A lot of information there for Loud.
But it's mind games. Look at them rotating back towards the A side. They're thinking, hey, Sentinels might pull back towards the A side and they're gambling for it. The gamble doesn't turn out this time around. It worked for at least 2 all-ins. But this time, Sentinels are pushing forward in the A site.
This is a very sketchy plan.
Wingman comes out for a plant. saadhak gets the pick. And a second one up to Zellsis. QCK with the off kill onto zekken. Not even needed the assist. The ping on the last one.
Exactly.
Well, the contact was there from Zellsis towards the U-Haul, but as there's no contact there is that solo play from the initiator once again. But zekken went through the TP. Loud still answers back as they have the player advantage in this pistol round. TenZ trying to gain some more map control up towards short. No!
What? It's not supposed to work like that!
It's almost like breadcrumbs on a trail. It's like, oh, piece of candy. Oh, piece of candy.
Oh my gosh.
Denied. 3 on 3. Zellsis now finally spots the contact in towards this A site. Decoy thrown out by TenZ, not being shot out. The bait doesn't work here for Loud. First one tap on the spike, trying to see what their hot hands are going here for the attack, trying to delay and deny the flank to happen, trying to get a TP. But thankfully, it's only cauanzin that fell. The spike's still up. They spot Sacy on the backstab. There's another TP. Les re-swings, picks the pick onto Sacy. Zellsis then comes back out and somehow It has become individual peaks one by Sentinels, putting TenZ in a clutch situation. Sentinels still able to play a forward position inside Hookah though. A TP across once again. Snakebite being thrown a 1-for-1 surprise play. Actually, it's a win here for Loud because they could upgrade a weapon left behind by Zekken. Underhand flash, johnqt's fully blinded, but stays in the smoke.
Easy out there. Loud continues to pressure at Hookah area. TenZ now, if you look at the minimap, throws this gate crash again, goes all the way to spawn, and he'll have a rotation around the side of Loud if it comes to it. Great shot by cauanzin.
Still a great opener. Then the wall comes up on defense. Keeping johnqt alive was important here so they could spray across for these 2 kills. Now it doesn't really matter on this TP. A flash moving forward, allowing Sentinels to push up, get the wall bang onto saadhak.
30 seconds left.
tuyz all alone, Vandal in hand, 26 seconds left, so he's got time to work with.
Oh,
The first shot now shows that he did try to look for some cover through the brimstone smoke.
yeah.
johnqt and TenZ just waiting on the other side, letting Sacy be the first contact. Oh, there's the backstab. Oh, vulnerable, and line up some kills.
I mean, they love teleporters too. Oh, it starts off now back towards mid. Switched up a few times. Zellsis up top.
The timing on that one from cauanzin. Saw the shoulder as Zellsis gets the pick. Lesto walks through his own orb to answer right back with the second one to avenge his teammate. On top of that, giving it advantage for Loud. On the post plant, Snakebite even misses.
Yep. Holding. And they, knowing Viper's there, only have to look for the flank now because they're going to have shower control. Loud really cleanly gathering these rounds, especially after that shower. We see saadhak recalling the hit towards short. Loud seems on point for these strats now, and they take back a gun round after that bonus goes the way of Sentinels. Just the last few shots here, and preventative utility to shut out Sentinels.
Gambled the Snakebites here to flush out some positions, but Loud doubled up in U-Haul, one towards showers, and they have their own utility for the pulse plant as well. Not looking good at all round.
Sacy. Look at me, not at TenZ.
Oh,
The spam through the bottom left corner.
and it punish as TenZ was
To do their own little excursions here like they were on previous maps of this series. Loud is tightening everything up. It looks like they could get this entry into B to count as well.
Sacy's been good anchoring the back of the A side of split. Can he do it this time around on B? No, looks like the fault line, the side of it just hit him. And saadhak's able to punish him for trying to anchor solo and do the hero play.
Or
Last 2 guys.
to get the retake they want, I should say. So that's going to be a question. How is this showstopper going to turn it around for Sen?
It's definitely hard to get the room or to retake when you're losing players in the process of what Loud. A nice flash that came out from saadhak though on the top of the palm tree, blinding 2 players. saadhak gets the pick onto TenZ, not allowing Zekken to really move forward with the showstopper satchel from the APC. Beautifully done here by the IGL as saadhak off this timeout, anticipating some sort of pressure towards short, and that flash was everything.
Oof.
The walk forward, the first contact in, the continuous kills out of Sentinels. Spike down at the same time, Seekers coming out. Now know that saadhak now pivoted it across short towards the sands, while his teammates meeting up with him here in the back of the fountain. So look at Sentinels, how do they want to pivot this? They keep it towards a 2-2. Regaining control towards Hookah so they can spray on one side. They've Loud TPs towards the A site. You have 2 players pushed up in their area to watch that as well.
Slow movement through Octagon. They have to tempt everything here, hoping to find either util or that error peak.
Left.
And it's only, it's buddy system right now, right?
Yeah.
Movement from johnqt and Sacy. They will not part from each other, just the flank watch on the other side. And then they collapse once they know the spike is down here.
But right now, Zellsis is in range here. If it did come a moment where these players fell down,
And just to know,
full execution coming through. Hands around the corner, there's that first shot. Les falls down. Qsuke also heavily damaged as the rest of Loud are trying to move out towards the showers. And off the run it back,
left.
2 players instantly fall for Sentinels. Trying to delay, trying to deny. It's the Orbital Strike coming down from Zellsis at 1 HP. Off the push, allowing the flank to happen from Sacy. Now, in more delays, there's 15 seconds left. QCK decides to push forward, and they flip the site. Loud is now planning for spawn while they have the Rolling Thunder to work with. Look at that position. You saw that QCK ran through the molly just to get a good position towards showers, so this is looking really good for Loud on the pulse plan.
Moving in, not too much util there. The heals have already been had. QCK.
Yeah, nobody's gonna focus on this.
No way. Hookah seems to be very important.
They haven't done it. Sentinels realize, okay, we can't do the trap plays with the TPs now. So they let it go, and it allows Loud in round number 9 to actually do that execution to get the pick. But not before now the execution towards the A side. The showstopper out from Zekken, landing onto cauanzin.
30 seconds left.
QCK, though, once again, doing some hero plays. Just inside that smoke is TenZ walking through, gets the execution, traded out by Zellsis at showers. Running through the molly, Zekken gets the backstab onto Les. tuyz is now alone with the swipe pipe down. Zellsis, as they're looking for the contact now towards short. I think it was through smoke. Zellsis falls, running back once again. After the first kill to try to clear it out, now they spot Zekken on the right side of showers. Even utility pushes them all the way back. Should allow the plant to come down though. tuyz looking all the way back from the spawn. Here's a TP, sees a TP, and does a little bit of damage there onto Sacy.
And he's going to be in position for the molly too, so the post plant was the lurk.
Dimensional drift inside U-Haul. TenZ is going to call out their 3 players in there. Aftershock to deny the defuse, but it's gone a halfway. Zekken even got hit by that one. Molly then comes down for the post plant. Les with the shorty onto Sacy. Has more flashes coming through. But it's looking pretty good here for Loud on the pulse plan so far. More shorty action.
It up, and Sen keeps guessing.
Well, they're guessing right this time around. saadhak solo into showers, but he still gets one before he falls. That's going to pull some players across. Seekers coming out, confirming now that hookah control finally comes out for Loud. Ult from johnqt, preventing a split from happening aggressively for the attack side as well. Because they've lost saadhak, can't really push through. They're going to use their orbital strike instead. Beautiful utility. That spray right in between. What a play there for Loud to take control of B main.
Slow. Okay, that's heard by Sacy at least, but does Zekken move? This is great ground to be gained by Loud.
I mean, Loud right now did a great job just to enter towards the site. Sacy splits out the push, and that's a spike down. But QCK was still there inside hookah to trade it right out. Zellsis trying to count the timing to get through the smoke as it dissipates. And he's able to fall away. You talked about Zekken anchoring for the longest time.
B of round 1. That's going to be the A hit. Not enough noise at B long, so we go for short. The molly from Zekken now, but Loud ready on the other side for this as the smokes start to clear.
And with the orb to use the dog, but it's towards the right side to allow TenZ to move forward inside showers, and both twinsies are working together on the left side of triple. The right click classic, Sentinel score first in the pistol round. saadhak falls, and there's trades instantly all around. And the spike's still down, 30 seconds left. Delayed enough for potential backstab coming through as tuyz just got spotted. They saw one, will they see 2? Beautiful flash coming out from TenZ, but they both
didn't see 2. Quick heal.
Comes down to johnqt. Left side of triple. Gas down, wall down as well. Pivot back from Loud, using all the time in their favor.
Oh, the headshot.
QCK down to 8 HP just to try to delay, so tuyz come out of showers. Gets that pick, and there's the trade!
Until Sentinels puts their full force into a sight hit.
Trying to move quickly, try to pivot some players out. The knife came out from shorty into TenZ. And with that, it allows for Loud to just pull back for a bit, but they do have players to try to work for utility. saadhak holding as judge, and Sentinels definitely know that tape. So everybody's pivoting towards the right side of APC to try to get the backstab. Zellsis just got spotted, molly to molly. Les and saadhak now pinned inside, but the judge gets the kill. Zekken trades right back with the stingers. Advantage for Sentinels as they get the plant down towards the A site.
Rotate around. It'll be a little too late here for QCK with the damage that Zekken's doing with the judge as he flies through sight, picks up the stinger once again after that damage has been done.
Yeah, Loud got a piece of their own medicine. TenZ also winning that fight. The stinger meta has it returned. One more to go, it's QCK. Does push Loud away, allowing the dimensional drift to come out Navian pushing Loud all the way back towards the spawn, forcing the defenders to play the retake.
Quick take. 5 towards the top side here for Loud. Let's see where they decide to get in after these smokes clear, because right now the delay is heavy from Sentinels. QCK will break the barrier first.
Has to be him. Waiting for him to rotate back from the B side, hit by the dog. Close range shorty, denied right away. But they get information of 2 players from Sentinels on the pulse mine and U-Haul. So for Loud, they're trying to fight back towards Showers. Sacy getting ready for a pop flash so they could swing back off the tap of the spike. But there's deniability off utility. Can't stick onto the defuse quite yet. QCK deciding to move forward. 3 players all the way back towards short A. And the wall bang gets him. But you saw that molly that just came down. There's not enough time here. As they made towards Showers, so it was an instant TP from TenZ. A jiggle now spawning a couple, and that's a beautiful fault line, but it's instantly traded. Too many bodies to deal against. Les gets taken down. And that's Walls denied. Smoke's too far away to try to smoke it back out, so it gives a chance now for Sentinels to move inside that site. And that's why TenZ gave his life away, so he can have a dimensional drift this round over. And allow Sacy to get the plant and Seekers on top of it. Not yet, because it gets denied from the aftershock from Elbow. Orbital strike, but he's going to stick it still. No Seekers. There's a flank coming. That could be huge right there. QCK getting the pick. The execution onto Zellsis. Null coming out. Up to TenZ and johnqt. Now up to...
Sentinels are now going to try to re-hit this area to see just how much came down, and QCK out of it. First blood for TenZ there.
Allow Seekers to come out too, to force to rotate. Even that rolling thunder that you mentioned before from cauanzin, it's pinned towards that B site. But now it's read by Loud. That small split second saw the TP, heard the TP. So Sentinels now have to at least try to gain some ground. Loud trying to be ready for this one, but Sentinels also posted up so they can TP away if they need to, should Zekken not get the picks with a showstopper.
And you don't expect the timing. Les does look.
Inside the smoke though, saadhak gets the trade back off the Sacy. Zekken pushing all the way forward. A double swing towards the back of the site. He does get the first pick off the saadhak, and also to tuyz. The TP came across like they wanted to for Sentinels. Loud eating into the strategy, eating into the bait. And we'll have Sentinels pulse plant now towards the B site.
And there's a bit of the singular pro play from each one of them. Strength coming out and some all-stars there. Now up to cauanzin. Great shot to Capital. When Loud just wants to be watching the site take and denying. V-Long's getting hit right now, so just be sturdy in your positions. cauanzin starts him off.
Great way to be sturdy. The headshot through a couple of walls, dropping one. Right now, Sentinels are trying to move in towards this B site. Baiting out util, baiting out the aftershock first, potentially even the rolling thunder as Louder all towards the back of that site, trying to wall bang off the tap. johnqt getting the plant and also getting the pit. Activates it on the top of the B site. But remember, QCK meanwhile picked up the orb on Showers, so they have rolling thunder and run it back to try to go directly against this pit. Here it comes right now as QCK leads the charge. Looking through, trying to spot some players. There's the headshot onto johnqt. Pit will now come down.
Oh my gosh.
More information as TenZ inside the smoke, traded out by saadhak. There's only one player left, it's Zellsis. Fully flashed, does get the backstab onto two.
Zellsis!
A 2 versus 1. Only as it's gonna work with almost.
Dimensional drift. And he's gonna start just throwing out info to the team here. We'll see how Loud reacts.
You got money to work with here for Sentinels in round number 21. Backs against the wall, spotting saadhak inside U-Haul, Molly into full and to push them back. They can try to regain control. Les has a judge, but he's towards the B side. QCK and tuyz holding the A site.
Spike down A.
Off the dimensional drift information.
That was such a back and forth.
He does get the first contact. Still 40 seconds to work with. Doesn't have any more gate crashes, so he can't really come through. Walking through the snake bite as well.
Yeah.
And that's going to make it even more difficult.
30
Pit coming out
seconds
from
left.
Les. Judge inside. TenZ dancing around the corner of that pit. Walks in right now to pick it up. No way. As he walks across the TP, though, QCK's waiting. Is it going to get cleared? TP's across. They didn't see him. He made it through this. 14 seconds left.
Light to start. No big commitment just yet for Loud. They do peek though.
Oh! But tuyz is still there. The third player door opening as well. So they're trying to pinch in, trying to pivot between C or B, depending where the picks are going to be from Sentinels. It's on the C side to decide. As 3 players fall for Loud. Plant coming in. cauanzin trying to get a forward position, trying to catch one off guard. And saadhak on the flank. Instantly, we have a 2v2. cauanzin pivoting towards the back, gets the headshot as well. Allowing saadhak to win against Sacy. Old teammates going head-to-head. Sacy repositioned around the Trailblazer, swinging out. The long range at the Frenzy does not connect, and saadhak's ghost, neither. Or Sacy with the ghost here moving forward. Now the re-swing out from saadhak. Han being thrown. Knowing that he's towards the back, up towards the air!
Our first one towards rubble.
And a wide swing too. The orb didn't even come up. Zekken gets the surprise kill onto cauanzin. Knowing that the other one was behind the boxes, but TP'd away. That's tuyz. Forced to anchor solo. A double push from Loud to try to flank around towards C. That will be bit by utility in a couple of seconds as Zellsis moves forward with the rest of the team.
This flank is huge.
Exactly. And actually, as Zellsis is moving forward, there's no alarm bot. It's not really activated. Here's that timing moving forward now as there you go. Moved back towards the doorway. Alarm bot came up, and that spots at least 1 player. Sentinels are now ready for the backstab. johnqt is the one that greets him on the corner of the boxes by Baby Door. One-on-one in that situation, door opening forward. Sentinels are looking pretty good here in round number 3. Their bonus. Less dancing around to peek out from Zellsis at rubble. The push towards also is the hype man that you need for Sentinels to try to close this map number 5. Wow. Yeah, really, we're showing the respect to Loud. Showstopper coming out. Creating that space on the lower by that you have, and cauanzin somehow manages to slip through the execution of Sentinels to get 1 pick with his Bucky. Nonetheless, though, the plant will still come down.
Honestly, showstopper in. You know saadhak's not going to be too close with the judge if he has one that round. Yeah, you're right. Playing it safe, playing it strong, and they're looking to deny the audio on the retake, too.
Yeah, that's going to hit so many bodies, even all 4 of them towards this B site. All Loud could do right now is just hold the back, waiting for that to dissipate. The wall comes up, thankfully, because Les is still alive. Big curveball, the double swing out of it. Sacy is going to fall. Trying to play the pulse plant here. tuyz jumps up on the ledge, starts to fuse. Instantly, we get the sprays on 2 kills. QCK then swinging out. There's not going to be enough time left. johnqt is just staying alive and trying to force out Les towards him. Les falls back. Spike. It's already coming out. TP went forward, though. Look at TenZ. Double TP on both ends.
They can't
but it's
stop
Sentinels winning that one. Low HP, door being opened. saadhak forced to fall back. Flash to try to get information. The Prowler followed up behind it. Second for 3 in the round. A site open for business. And Sentinels shuts down the defense.
I won't say it's impossible, but you just saw how hard it is for Loud to actually control that space. With the majority of the util, they wanted to take it. 2 members of Sentinels able to shut that down as TenZ and Zekken go forward. Now they play the plant game all in tree. They should be able to trade each other here, but a good fault line could pick up a few.
Does enough damage, though, for the assist. Last one now spotted. Snakebite not allowing Les to move even more forward behind that 2 versus 1. Second Snakebite, Nanoswarm 2.
So toxic.
And second Nanoswarm coming down, wasting all of that time. Counter moving forward to tap on the spike. One has to run across, easy kill, crosshair placement, but Zellsis knows better. Then swings that off.
They're stretching the money thin here, and they go again for rubble play.
Keep doing it, why not? But this time we're answering back for Loud. Lots of utility to try to clear back towards rubble. tuyz moving forward. That's the share. It's going to work now for Loud. Answering back is Sacy. But they pull back from it, dropping a spike in the process. It comes down to the man right here, the hype man, that made it behind enemy lines and is trying to catch the rotate.
They refine the hit. We said it wouldn't be impossible, but it was going to be hard.
Too late. The pick from Zellsis opening it up towards the A site so they can pick towards the rubble. But the backside's about to come forward from Les. But he lost cauanzin in the process. A jump for it. Backstab there onto Zellsis. Spike Elise is picked up by johnqt with the pit available. Viper on Viper. Both pits also available. Comes down to who has the better read, the better positioning. It's John with the spray from Zellsis from the A entrance. But that means you have no defenders towards the C side, allowing for Sentinels to be exactly where they posted up at the beginning of this round. Open up the kill out to Les. Showstopper in, does not get the contact. QCK is just around the corner. Run it back, out and activated. Big curveball. The headshot onto TenZ. Rolling Thunder also available here for cauanzin. And it's just to try to push them back and allowing cauanzin to move forward for another pick. Lockdown available at the beginning of this round for Zellsis as they had to reset, regroup, and rethink.
This would be a wild round. They lose less first and are able to answer back now. Loud gonna win this one from a 4v5 conversion, possibly. They correctly rotate. And just the ruse. They're gonna be sticking together though, so it doesn't matter. Oh, it does. You're right, it does. They second guess it, and now they're gonna be rotating together. Power in numbers, but the wrong site.
And now it has to come down to a perfect timing from Sacy. The flash actually did not spot Zellsis. He hears the footsteps. Once Sacy gets this plant, it'll pull the rotate back. But Zellsis is overthinking it, overpeaking, and gets denied right away.
Spike planted.
Sacy had this chance before on Sunset. That was that wingman plant we saw when he was on the Gecko. Does he have the timing here to get behind his opponents? Hearing the audio, hearing the stampede of Loud go by him.
A deja vu, here's the footsteps, but this time, the dream's been learned. It's been read. But Sacy wakes up cauanzin. A 2 versus 1, paranoia hits him. He's trying to get the spray across, at least gets that second kill, but Loud will get the defuse.
Loud that B hit we were talking about from Sentinels, not afraid to just send it.
Rare hit towards that B site. That paranoia is gonna blind too, but close range still gets the kill with the Guardian. cauanzin also moving forward. Aftershock forcing Sentinels to push forward. But it's traded back and forth. Sentinels back on the board. tuyz answering right back. Pit is down. Counter pit coming out of defenders. Less at low HP though. johnqt still at full with armor.
It's like Sherbert. Let's go. Oh, a shot outside. johnqt finds one. Is he
One-on-one though. Les has that snake bite. johnqt playing all the way on the outside, letting that pit down. Les doing the same, wall up, tap on the spike. johnqt, the sprays on the first, it's halfway, a little bit of a tap, trying to stick it. It's going to release it now, gets the kill, tries to go back for the defuse, will he get it? 15, then goes for Seekers at the 1 minute, even to run it back to try to get the late round and even the pick onto Zellsis.
They haven't finished to where they're going. It might be B in the end, though.
Yeah, 14 seconds left. It's now committed towards this B side, but there's still players here. 4 players looking to flood back from Loud in the back of the spawn. Forward position from Sacy on the top of the heavens. Winning just behind the smoke. Here's the footsteps rotating across on the back of the spawn. Now as it dissipates, there's the contact. Paranoia was a little bit too late. TenZ then moves forward, though, and tuyz answers right back. It's back and forth. A Congo line of kills. But the advantage for Loud. Door opening, cauanzin looking for the flank, clearing out the front B. Both players of Sentinels anchoring inside the side. The curveball turned away by johnqt. The ADS for the trade. Zekken now satchel available to try to get the diffuser off the plant. But he's gonna swing out first and knows
right over the members of Loud.
Face your fear.
Here we go.
Nightfall, that's where they're trying to ping, where they want to initiate the Nightfall. Pain shells thrown by Zekken. Space has been gained. Prowler pushing back towards the waterfall. cauanzin still anchoring behind the pillar. After that plant, though, showstopper available by Zekken. Beautiful flash. Does not allow for him to get space off the showstopper. Does some damage onto cauanzin. Down to 5 HP. Boombot about to come out through the smoke. The paranoia countered by Loud from the back of the spawn. johnqt gets a snake bite kill onto cauanzin as the Duck has to move in with the rest. But they're getting delayed by the utility of Sentinels on the post plan. A 5 versus 3. Make that a 4 versus 3 advantage for the Sentinels as well. As less than the rest cannot move forward for Loud. And finally, it's TenZ that gets picked off. 2 Nanoswarms onto the spike, delayed available for Zellsis.
And
there's the pop, and now they're moving forward, but finally they got rid of that util. It's at a halfway. The swing out, tuyz with the second tap, and Sacy.
Loud also recognizing the plant position. And for a defense, that means they have some members in sight. Nobody plants down on that platform and all play mound. Loud assessing the Sentinels, even though they planted on that platform and get the round. Oof.
Contact play. Zekken is on fire. Superstar now for Sentinels. Continues to lead the charge on all of these hits of the attack. Although on the other side, we did see the push from cauanzin out towards the A main, evening up the tally. Weapon upgraded at this point, or looking to get upgraded. As Sentinels goes for the plant, but there's that backstab.
Wow.
johnqt with the plant gets the pit. That's going to make it difficult now for Loud to retake.
Zekken
He's farming.
cannot be... Sorry. All right, very cool. Moving in now, less QCK to do what they can here. HP going to be going way down.
Oh, and short and close, swings across. johnqt alone. One-on-one tap on the spike. johnqt just staying outside of it. Gambling that he's not going to stick it. Just got spotted down to 11. Blazewall now up, another tap. johnqt forced to run in. But now there's not enough time. QCK with another tap.
Got it.
johnqt with the rest of the patience that Sentinels have.
Right behind Rubble. Oh, dear.
Oh, the wall came down as well. Paranoid moving forward, a 1-for-1. Make that a 2-for-1 in favor of the Sentinels. Control towards the Rubble as well. Hit by the Seas, killed by TenZ. Again with the hat trick. Multi-kills this whole series. For the star player, not only being Zekken, but also TenZ. Finding comfort in this role as Omen. And dominating this kickoff so far. tuyz with the backstab. 2 for his name. Zellsis is low on HP. But it's a backstab for backstab. johnqt is also there looking to move
30
behind.
seconds left.
Signs to think otherwise. Looks like Sentinels wants to give up the spike. At least for now.
They get to safety on this one. Read the play so far. Can't count out tuyz though. They hear, yeah, Zellsis hears that run. johnqt heads to heaven, getting into position. So this will be money here
10
for
seconds
Loud.
left.
If Loud do lose,
A site. Utility being broken on that C side as well. Snakebite to delay. Snakebite to push johnqt away as well. First content now in the back of the pillar to that C side. It's Zellsis with the stinger. Out of bullets. Flashed and pulled away. And now it forces Sentinels to play the retake.
they got to stay in sight for this plant. It's going to get real sketchy if they're all outside on mound. So you see them piling into water here. They still have the flank from tuyz.
But looks like TenZ is ready for that one.
He's thinking
Reads
about
so
it.
far, taps the door or looking for the paranoia, the backstab.
Oh my gosh.
Missed the opportunity to just close him down. C's being pulled out. Aftershock to try to push them back once again. Sacy finally trying to lead the charge, but cauanzin strikes first. It's back and forth, but Loud are still holding the post plan. Zellsis is low on HP, blocked by cauanzin with the classic. It's up to only one more member. TenZ, the time against them. Runs back out through the...
Back to guns on both sides. 11-4 is no pressure for Loud. They're feeling the 0-0 on the scoreboard as they take shots. TenZ, however, starts us off.
The haunt head information. TenZ just went for a tap while
Yeah.
tuyz forced to break it and give his position away. They have this rolling thunder for cauanzin. He made it all the way down towards the bottom. And as the nanoswarms come out, they could just wait for that timing. All coming through, gets canceled as tuyz is trying to find somebody towards that site.
30 seconds left.
But once again, Sentinels playing the retake.
Waited out the mollies, going for the plant. Another plant that considers that Loud has to stay inside. Zellsis with the Odin.
The C's got him to just spray it through. And now Snakebites to delay, and that's no rolling thunder to push him back. There's only 12 seconds left on the clock. Forced to go
10
for the
seconds
stick,
left.
but the sprays are not coming in this time around. Plant is down. The push from tuyz does not get the surprise kill there onto Sentinels. TenZ on a rotate back from the spawn. Haunt comes through. saadhak is all alone. saadhak gets 2, but gets dropped. Inflicted onto Loud. saadhak and Les tagged a little bit. Remember, this rolling thunder available, not used on the C side when they thought they had
Zekken?
control. This time, though, Zekken gets the opener. 4 kills away. You thought you would have a rolling thunder open up the A site, but instead, it's reopening the door and sneaking QCK around.
They have no idea what's behind them. They don't know if somebody's in baby door. They don't know if somebody's now behind them at A main. They have to move, and Loud can only go forward here. That rolling thunder still ready, could cover all of B. They have QCK just lurking, waiting, but nobody from Sentinels is stepping into the danger zone right now. They're waiting for a plant knowledge.
Loud just with the regular stop and go under the pressure. Out of elimination,
Holy.
yet at the brink of elimination does these plays. QCK trying to go for the hero one, trying to see if he can catch one off guard.
There it is.
I've got your trail.
At least to get the plant down.
Hawk out.
5v3, rolling thunder, prepped and ready from the tree position. They're gonna actually try to rotate a little bit around. tuyz can have a big flank in the end. A few of these seconds being wasted getting to the spike, but Sen still have a lot of time on the clock.
Important to keep cauanzin alive right now for the rolling thunder, and he also has aftershock holding The tree is the most important position, but Sentinels are looking to fight right back. There's the aftershock. There's a swing out from TenZ, but gets denied. And now the tap on that spike. tuyz dropping one. It's a 2 versus 2. Right inside, trying to stick it. Another one to fall. It's all up to Zekken, who does get the kill. Trying to stick the spike. He gets to the fuse with the Red Bull clutch. And Sentinels are going to be America's Kickoff champions.
To get to this point.
It definitely shows the preparation and how ready they were under these pressure moments that could still stay calm and stick a spike on a 1v1. But look at them. Sentinels crown here the victors of Americas in this kickoff win. It was actually a coveted title of Loud last year by winning Americas. This team reformed under the helm of johnqt.